One thing that a writer does when they're getting ready to write a story is they try to picture in their mind what's happening. And if you can picture in your mind what's happening, sometimes it helps you think about good words to describe. Sometimes it helps you think about how your character might feel or what they might say in the story. And so we're going to do some of that today.
We are at School 15, and we have a second story coming and doing a writing program with our students every week.
I would describe the curriculum by saying we still, because we're in a classroom setting, have to adhere to the state standards and guidelines, which means there's certain concepts we have to teach with this grade level. So we're doing that, but we're doing that in a way that is a little out of the ordinary.
Well, who could be the teacher? Teacher. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. There's costumes over there.
I've been hard-pressed to find quite often students who are as engaged in the writing process, who are not frustrated about writing, who wasn't angry about or being told you got to write it this way and it has to be just this, thus, and so. And Second Story really brought in the excitement that students could get out of the mundane, and my students are indeed excited.
You're a soldier, but you're a cop.
Yep, I'm a cop. I'm the dad.
Okay, let's try to run through the scene just once.
The biggest change that I've seen is at the beginning of the school year we didn't really like to write very much, but they really asked to write every day because they enjoy it. They've started, their stories have gotten longer, more detailed, and they just enjoy writing.
What I love about writing is that you can express your ideas and make it more livable and stuff like that. I wrote about that food store over there. I wrote about the candy and the energy drinks. The more I push myself, I can be a better writer. It's just fun.
My favorite part about writing is that you can have fun while you're working and that you get to meet up with other people and you need help.
Okay, tell me exactly what happened. All right, good job.
I will open the door.
Okay, how do you open the door?
This book was a long-term project that Second Story worked on with the students, and basically it all started with we wanted them to see their school and their community as a place to brag about for the rest of, of our city. And so we asked them all to brainstorm things that they like to do, places they like to go, and developed this book from there. So every week we worked on a new skill or writing concept or stage of the writing process, but with that long-term project in mind. When the students first saw their piece in a book with a real cover, not stapled together, but something you would pick off of a shelf, they realized that what they wrote was meaningful, that somebody would want to read it, and that we had valued their writing, and that they now value their own writing and each other's as well.
You got to realize some of our students were told for so long that in years past or at different schools that they'll never be a good writer, possibly because they're not a good speller. They may not be a good writer because they can't form sentences correctly. So what Second Story has done is to break down that barrier that hurt, that pain, that has stifled them, that has hindered that creativity. So you're telling me now that a school that once was, that had some of the absolute, some pretty harsh ISTEP scores, and to see that what my babies could do when given the opportunity with Second Story, to see that, and now to see that finished product, it brings, I'm telling you, it does something to you. As an educator, it does something to you. And seeing the finished product, it's a wonderful thing. And I don't want it to end here. So I would like to have a continuous relationship with you and Second Story, and anything I can do for the organization. As an administrator, to see our students come from hating writing, or if they don't hate it, they have a serious disdain for it because they've been forced to do it. They haven't been able to write from the joy of it. And now they're engaged in that, and it's a good thing. So don't stop doing it, because you're changing lives.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you.
I'm going to tell the story about Second Story. Thank you so much.
Thank you.